I've always been fascinated by elite athletes. They seem to always know how to find that edge. The strategy, the equipment, the training. But what fascinates me more is what would happen if you took the best. Olympians, NFL pros, triathletes, CrossFitters, OCR champions, and you rip them out of their comfort zone. Who would be the fittest then?
So I heard about Spartan Games middle to the end of August. Got a text from Joe. He said, a bunch of pro athletes in Vermont, we're gonna do a combine. Make it happen. Strategically, we were trying to figure out, how do we still create some really great noise and energy around the brand and around sport. And so if there's a silver lining in what's going on with COVID, this gave us a chance to try some new stuff. One of these things being the Spartan Games.
We didn't know who all was showing up until we came to the farm on Friday before the first event.
To see so many people from different disciplines, like there were so many different shapes and sizes of people from CrossFit, marathoners, adventure racers.
We've got former Olympians at triathlon, world champions in XTERRA triathlon. We've got CrossFit world champions, ultra runners. And just to mix things up, we threw some wild cards in there, right? We've got an NFL athlete who is now a free diver and definitely a broad range of capabilities.
I don't think right now you could pick a winner. It's gonna be good.
I think it shows how the brand continues to evolve, and whether it's we're providing a product for 500,000 athletes a year, 8,000 athletes on a weekend, or 24 athletes over the course of 4 days competing for $100,000.
The whole reason why I came here this weekend is to compete, but mostly to beat Atkins. So it didn't matter if we were playing ping pong or running up a mountain for 6 hours. It's I just want to go win.
To be honest, when I got here and I saw Josiah, I kind of had a bit of an oh crap moment. It was definitely a moment of nothing was going to be free or given or a gimme.
I'm a very big people person, so I was like, oh my gosh, I get to meet new people and have fun and fitness. So I was like, yeah, I want to go.
There will be a winner and a loser, right? But, I think what we're here for is to challenge ourselves, compete, win, and also have a great time.
It's not a hack.
Welcome to the Spartan Games Battle of the Fittest. It's awesome to have you guys here. Presented by Harley-Davidson, a great partner of ours. Also, welcome to the Body Armor Lounge, where you guys will be spending the next 4 days of your life. Yes. Fighting and battling out to see who we think is the fittest person in the world. We call it the Body Armor Lounge because our partners, Body Armor, have provided a lot of sport water for you guys to drink and stay hydrated. So obviously, this is where we're sleeping, right? The white barn is up there, and that's where our base camp is. And then the brown barn, if you look behind you, is actually where all of our evening meetings will be and where the meals will be. So we have 24 athletes, 12 men, 12 women. They'll be competing over the course of 4 days in 10 multidisciplinary events with a chance to win $100,000. Day one kicks off with 3 events. We start with the Spartan Cross, which is a shorter, more intense version of the traditional Spartan OCR event. Then we go into the XTERRA Open Water Swim, and then we finish it off with the Spartan Highland Games. Day 2 has 2 events. It kicks off with DEKA Strong, an intense functional fitness event for time, and we end the day with a 5-hour epic RUTA mountain bike challenge. Day 3 also has 2 events. It starts with our take on the ancient sport of wrestling, and then they're back on the mountain for 6 hours of the Spartan Trail Ultramarathon. On our final day, day 4, we have 3 events. It leads off with the Extreme Endurance Vertical 300, then we have the DEKA Heavy, and then we come full circle back to Spartan Cross. Now on to points. First gets 25 points, second gets 18 points, third gets 15, fourth gets 12, and from there it drops 2 points for every place until you get to 10th place, which is only 1 point. 11th and 12th place don't score any points. At the end of the competition, the man and the woman with the most points wins. So with $100,000 on the line, every single point in every single event really matters. Now it's time for the first event, Spartan Cross. So this is a 5K course. They're doing 54 obstacles over the 5K. And the OCR lap, if you will, is only 500 meters, and there's 9 obstacles on that 500 meters. So they do this 500 meter OCR lap 6 times, and then within that they do 2 spurs out on an 800 meter trail course. And then the 1 lap of the 350 meter Harley-Davidson Bucket Brigade, they get right at about 5K.
This is my playground more than anybody else's. I don't have much experience in Spartan race lately, but this is 50 plus obstacles, so strength is a factor. Running's always been a factor in Spartan race these days. That's kind of why I took a back step, because I wanted to focus on being a macho man rather than a dancer in the woods. Now I'm back to being a macho man, and I got my own playground right here behind Joe's barn. I'm pretty pumped.
I go back through her voice, and I do a lap again after a second.
Taking notes from all the people who are good at this stuff.
A lot of stuff. Like I said, unfamiliar territory. Some people experts. We got Ninja Warrior, right? It's just watching the way they do some things and just taking it one thing at a time.
I mean, my biggest competition is going to be me. In Ninja Warrior, it's us versus the obstacles. I'm not going against other ninjas because I want them to do their best. So I just know I got to hit my levels. I got to achieve for myself. And so my biggest competition is me, straight up.
So immediately right off the bat, during the Bucket Brigade, coming around the part of the last 100 meters, Hunter was passing Aaron and just reached over and kind of smacked Aaron in the stomach. Aaron proceeds to step forward and launch the bucket at Hunter. It bounces off Hunter and he kind of stumbles forward and continues on.
I don't think I get under anybody's skin. I'm just more of somebody who likes to stir the pot. I'm one of 4 boys, and everybody is like jockeying for position, and I would just talk so much shit, and it kept on going, and then all of a sudden it got into my wrestling, and I would talk shit to people at cross-country meets, and the next thing you know, like, I'm a full-blown professional athlete who's known to be kind of an asshole, kind of a fun guy.
Why are we gonna run so much?
After all those rounds, it kind of caught up to me, just using my upper body to pull, and then when the grip went away, that made it more tough. So trying to find something that worked for me to finish it was a challenge. Ready for the next thing.
Hey Hunter, why'd you punch me?
You suck ass, dude. Welcome to the fucking jungle. It's all weekend long, baby. I'm just letting you know.
He's like pushed me over in rivers before and other races. Like he's gonna do it in every race that he can.
All right, so give us your side story. You've already said you did it, right?
Yeah, I just was joking with a friend, slapped him.
So you're claiming it was just like a little love tap?
I mean, if he was like bruised and bleeding, I would say it's a problem, but you know, nothing major happened. I mean, he threw a 60-pound bucket at my back. What would you consider to be a violent and dangerous object? Aaron didn't have a game. I was like, I slapped you. You threw a bucket at my back. That's called assault versus assault with a deadly weapon. I was like, if you want to take this somewhere, I was like, I have a lot more ammunition than you have. If you guys want to DQ me so I can go home, but this is a fucking joke. I mean, I'm not even going to take any drama out of this. You guys cannot even say that and impeded a race.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Watch the guy. His heart rate got up. He couldn't hang with the pros, and he fucking fell off. That over there is nothing to do with a race, man. It was a joke.
I'm going to look into the accusation that you punched Aaron and hit Aaron's running by, and now I'm going to look into whether he threw the bucket at you. Fair?
Holy
And we'll show you the outcome.
You guys
That's exactly what you want.
No, I don't want it. I want to keep competing because that was the most ridiculous thing ever. No one got hurt. You guys suck ass, man.
It's funny being kind of a hybrid athlete because there's not a lot of things that ask you to be pretty decent across the board in a lot of things. And so that's what's kind of cool about this Spartan Games event. And so this was really my time to shine in being like, hey, I'm pretty decent at a lot of things. Like I think I can compete.
You can't just be good at running to get over those obstacles. You have to be able to have good body awareness and able to get through like the monkey bars and be able to like climb over a lot of the things. You have to have good grip strength. Some of those obstacles were no joke.
The obstacles were hard because I am a heavier athlete, so the hanging and the rope climbs was very frustrating. But usually I just am telling myself, it's like, it's okay, just breathe, just don't look at others and try to run their game, it's my game.
Grip strength is so blown out. Like my running legs feel really good, but I like couldn't hold on to a feather right now.
I feel that I did pretty well in that workout. I let the fast girls go and then dealt with the obstacles as I came across them. I like thrive on competition and love the battle between people. So it didn't really matter to me what we were going to be put through. I was willing to put myself through it.
I'm hoping for an adventure race with some compass navigating at some point. Something like that where it's all out of our comfort zones.
Yeah, that's true.
I need a lot of help. Hey guys, woo!
It's fixed duration, it's 45 minutes, and the athletes have to do as many laps as they can on a 200-meter lap. And the water is about 55 degrees, so we're very thankful for those XTERRA wetsuits.
I know exactly how fast I can swim. It's just that I know that everyone else can swim faster.
That's how it works. Cool beans, 45 minutes in the water, no big deal, right? I like to swim. It's a little colder than in Hawaii, but whatever. I got this sweet new outfit to wear. I've played sports my entire life. I've just kind of always been this jack of all trades. I played rugby, baseball, soccer, football, swimming, diving, sponsored skateboard for 15 years. So I just kind of have this all around, and I pull and pick from it at different times. I try to spin my chips on the things I'm strong at and then hold on as long as I can in the other stuff.
I would just say the only trick is you just gotta like have like a mantra or just like say something repeatedly. Otherwise you get so bored.
Got some triathletes and stuff out here, so you know I control what I can control, right? Take it a lap at a time.
Racers ready!
Exciting race here. Things are happening we didn't expect to happen. The OCR athletes are actually doing extremely well. And Max Fenno, who I thought was going to do really well, isn't blowing everyone away. So Jared Shoemaker killing everyone. Josiah's right behind him. And then and out of nowhere, Demick is coming in at holding third. So super excited to see how this pans out, see if they can hold this pace for the next 23 minutes.
So I came into this knowing that Josiah and Max, the other triathletes, were going to be the guys who were closest to me. So, you know, honestly, what I wanted to do is just get out fast and just get ahead of them and put a little bit of a gap, and then I could kind of put it on cruise control. It's nice to you know, get some big points, and, you know, hopefully that'll help me in the strength stuff, which, which I don't have. So, yeah, fun.
Open water, a lot different. Time I got halfway, it's like the output it's going to take for this race to not necessarily place. Kind of a business decision, I guess. Pull out, conserve some energy. We got a long 3-4 days left. Yeah, ain't nothing I'm happy about.
Racers ready!
Couple standouts. You got Weeks doing real well, O'Connell doing real well, Webster doing real well. But Weeks was clearly the strongest swimmer. I think she's got that triathlon background, even though she's from I understand, a bit of a CrossFit, right? A strong CrossFitter. So she took off. But yeah, a good performance. A couple of athletes cramping out. We saw that in the men's race too, coming off of that Spartan Cross. That was intense, and then being able to get in this cold water, that's hard. So a lot of cramping going on.
I've never done this before, so I made the minimum, and with the cramping, yeah, I think if I hadn't cramped, maybe I could have done one more lap, but it wouldn't have been much more anyway.
How do you feel after swimming for 45 minutes and winning?
My hands are really numb, but good. I just keep pushing. I didn't know where anybody was, so I couldn't slow down. I know everybody has caps on, so I don't know if somebody's right behind me or if I'm passing them, but it's a good swim.
It was unexpectedly great, I think. I thought I was a terrible swimmer, to be honest, but I guess I don't know how I finished, but I think I was third.
The fact that I haven't swam in like, years, it went a lot better than I expected.
every time I put my face in the water, I was like, breathe, Faith. So, I mean, at least it was like an ice bath. Hopefully good recovery for my muscles.
So the Highland Games is made up of 3 individual challenges. We've got the tug-of-war, we've got the Spartan Stones, we've got the Keiser Sled Challenge. So for the tug-of-war, it was single elimination. We drew the athletes at random, and the goal was to pull the other person over the line.
Stay low and dig.
After my time at the University of Tennessee, I went on to play professionally with the Indianapolis Colts, as well as a Canadian team, Saskatchewan. Had a chance to play alongside, guys I looked up to like Robert Mathis. Once my football career concluded, I was like, what am I doing? What's next? I had 7 major surgeries, a fractured hip, but I still had this feeling in my body that I wanted to do more.
Go!
I'd probably say day one, I was most scared of the fact that Kurt showed up. A big guy. I was just like, holy crap, you are massive. Like, I'm 205, 208 most of the time, and I'm strong. But it doesn't matter. Like, he's an NFL player, and he's 230, 240 pounds. It's like, that's not just like fake meat. That's like real dangerous meat on a man. Like, that's a big guy.
You need to go to a place right now, like mentally. Like, you need to picture the dude across the way just friggin' like burned your house down, man.
The only reason why I almost had you is because you changed form. In that moment, I got to moving, but you powered back.
Also, when the time hits and he's off balance, you have to just go 100%.
Yes.
He probably has better endurance than you, so like take him out quick.
Okay.
And if you
I need a little tension. This way, towards Hunter, towards Hunter, towards Hunter. Hold there, athletes ready? Let's go! Go! Come on, go! Stay back!
I don't know. Touch the line.
He fucking touched the line.
Yeah, I thought he did.
I want to see the video.
He's right here. Good job.
Yes. I want to see the video.
These guys are
He touched the line.
two judges.
What's he
Let me see it.
Just like in all the sports, there's a protest period. He's protesting it, and he's saying, "Could roll footage."
They got video. We can look at it later. I ain't tripping. We can watch it later.
Just watch it later.
It was a hell of a match.
I know, I'm
I ain't
happy
tripping
about the
on it.
match, but I don't like it when we finish something and then they say, wait, let's go back and say that didn't count.
Take a look at it. You can keep it. It don't matter to me. I just want to know.
Listen, what I'll do is this. I'll look at it. I don't know whether we're going to change results, but if you want to see it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I've got these.
Just missed it. We just go back up a second.
When the whistle blows, I can shut it down and I can listen. You know, that's something I've learned from football, right? You do the best you can within that fixed amount of time. After that, you open yourself up for coaching. And, you know, I think being vulnerable in that space, it's allowed me to, you know, appreciate people, learn more about myself.
Yeah, based on what I see, it's tough to tell.
It was clear that he was very, very, very close. I don't think he could have got any closer. But to me, I got to finish it.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to look?
Kurt, he didn't touch it. Okay. You can clear it, see it on the cell phone.
Okay.
So, and good. We had two. Look at Yancey's eyes peeled on that, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, two judges judging.
I didn't stop or anything, so
Whose is this?
win and win.
Yeah.
I like that.
I appreciate that effort, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of those things, it's like they didn't say don't bring cleats.
I had them in the trunk of my car and I threw them in my bag, and I didn't think I'd get to use them, but I didn't think we were playing a soccer game or anything, but I thought they'd come in handy.
All right, attention. Athletes ready? Faith reminds me a lot like Hunter, right? A lot of personality, you know, just a joy to be around, but is a total beast. I'm pretty sure she's a background triathlon too, so it'll be interesting to see how like if she can dig down into those old skills, because she's strong.
I've just loved getting to know everyone, such different personalities, such crazy different disciplines. Sometimes you can eye people up and think you know something about them, but you don't. You got to see them perform and you're like, oh.
And so for this event, each athlete had to lift 5 stones onto or over a platform. The stones got progressively heavier as they went down the line. The winner and the final placement determined by who could lift the most stones in the shortest amount of time. The men's weights ranged from 114 pounds to 230 pounds, and the women's weights ranged from 70 pounds to 160 pounds.
Ready, Gary.
Come on, Grant.
Go. Come on.
Come on, Grant. You go.
Go.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Roll that thing. Heat it. Yeah. Grab that. Pull.
There you go,
Let's go, baby. Go.
I think when he went like that,
Necklace was a little too tight, but the Lord supported me either way. Let's do this.
Good effort. One and done. Should be good enough to win.
Might be the heaviest thing I've ever lifted in my life. So. Yeah.
on my movement.
And get.
That was fun.
I guess coming into the event, I thought that it would be more obstacle racing oriented. I didn't expect there to be so much heavy lifting related sort of things. I was at such a disadvantage because I just wasn't able to lift any of the heavy stuff.
That's all I got.
Faith just came through and just freaking train wrecked everybody in the strong and intense events. It was just incredible to watch her do her thing.
Holy smokes, you hammered that. How'd it feel?
I was like, oh no, I thought I was going way slower than I expected.
No, dude, you crushed 16 seconds. Dude, you've gotten 2 of the strong competitions down.
I just love fitness. Being active is my jam. I'm trying to excel at the areas that I can excel at. The real quick sprint and then rest 5 minutes. That's more my jam.
The Keiser sled is a functional training tool used by firefighters. You're given a 9-pound sledgehammer. You have to hit this heavy block down this track. Placements are determined based on who can hit the block down the track the fastest.
Go, 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 go!
I have never done a Spartan race. My strength is I come from adventure racing, which is multi-sport endurance, and days with no sleep. I'm just trying to walk into this being as open and as curious, but as strong as I can and do as well as I can do. We have such a diverse range of amazing athletes here, so I'm really honored overall to just be here among them.
We don't really know that much about the rest of the weekend, so I'm kind of bring it on. And I'm now we've got rolling, let's keep it going.
End of day 1, Saturday, epic day. It was amazing. Great competition, starting with the Spartan Cross, followed by the swim. We saw some impressive performances that we didn't even think was going to happen, and then totally energy-filled Highland Games, which was fantastic. As with any sports, there's some penalties. the Hunter Newell thing. Those guys yelling at me that's out there, they're like, hey, we agree that we're gonna wipe the slate clean and no penalties assessed. I'm like, but that's not how it works, right? If you get penalized in a sport, you don't go to the ref and like negotiate with them, right? This is how it is. And luckily we had film. But in that film review, it was clear that Aaron did something bad too.
Being a pro is when you can properly prepare.
I broke my bike.
Go. Quick, Brennan, quick. One more, brother.
I need more unicorn power.
Come on.
If you guys want to turn this into a legal thing, I'll do it.